Chocolate self-saucing pudding is a classic and delicious dessert recipe. Baked until bubbly and hot, a fudgy sauce sits at the base of the dish underneath a warm, spongy pudding. Where I share with you how to make classic and simply delicious recipes. Make sure to follow my page or subscribe for a new recipe each week. In a medium-sized mixing bowl, start by adding the dry ingredients: the flour, sugar, baking powder, salt and cocoa powder. If you'd like the full recipe for this chocolate self-saucing pudding, it'll be on my website as well as the full measurements listed in the description box below. Give the dry ingredients a good mix together with a wooden spoon and set the bowl to the side. This dessert only takes about 5 to 10 minutes to prep and about 35 minutes in the oven. All of the ingredients are kitchen basics that you most likely already have on hand, so it's so easy to make if you're feeling like something sweet and indulgent after dinner or to serve to guests. Move on to the wet ingredients. Add 55 grams or half a stick of butter to a heat-proof bowl and melt in the microwave or in a small saucepan over medium heat. To the butter, measure a half a cup or 125 ml of milk or a milk alternative. You'll notice I give the recipe amounts in metric and imperial, cups, grams and mils, so no matter where you live in the world, you should find this recipe easy enough to follow. Crack in 1 medium-sized egg followed by 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Use a fork to whisk the ingredients together until combined. The self-saucing chocolate pudding is made up of 2 parts: the batter, which turns into a delicious, soft and spongy chocolate pudding, and the topping, which falls through the sponge as it bakes to create a decadent fudgy sauce, hence the name self-saucing. It's similar to a chocolate lava cake, but so much easier to make, perfect served with scoops of ice cream, cream and fresh berries if in season. Take the bowl of wet ingredients and pour it into the bowl with the dry ingredients. Fold the chocolate batter together just until you no longer see any dry flour. Be careful not to overmix, it should almost look like a cake batter. Transfer the batter into a baking dish. A 9-inch or 23cm round dish works well, or a 9x13 or 20x30cm rectangle dish. Smooth out the top with a spoon and set to the side. In a small bowl, add 1 cup or 200 grams of brown sugar and 25 grams or 1/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. Whisk the ingredients together until combined. Take the bowl and start to gently sprinkle it over the chocolate batter, covering the top evenly. This is part of what's going to bake up into this delicious fudgy chocolate sauce. Lastly, measure out 1 1/4 cups or 310 ml of hot water. Pour the hot water gently over the back of the spoon so it doesn't disrupt the sugar and cocoa powder underneath. This might seem like an odd concept, but all this hot water is going to seep down through the pudding, leaving it super soft and create the perfect sauce. It's pretty amazing. Place the pudding into a 180°C or 350°F oven for 35 to 40 minutes, or until the pudding is bubbling up around the edge and the sponge springs back when pressed in the centre. Leave it to cool for 5 to 10 minutes before serving. I hope you give this recipe a try. The full recipe will be on my website. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.